Hey, what's going on, everyone? Before y'all check out this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button down at the bottom. We appreciate y'all for always showing us love and support. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Unfiltered Brothers, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay blessed. And welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered Brothers. Here you have your boy Derek. Here you have your boy Rand.
What's going on, everybody?
Here you have your boy Ford.
Praise the Lord.
And you got pussy nigga Joe.
How the fuck I get a fucked up title?
Hey, listen.
How you put that in the intro?
Cuz, man.
What the fuck I did to you?
Because the energy y'all been bringing to me
Okay.
day.
The energy
I'm
y'all. So why the fuck did I get a fucked up intro?
Because this full house, I can't.
Okay, what's Rand's excuse?
I've been chilling, dog.
Ray hasn't said much yet.
I ain't say shit to you.
You been going in on
These motherfuckers pointed at your laptop simultaneously.
anyways.
Yeah, you see that?
We finally got Rand back.
Hey, man, I'm back, man.
We finally got Rand back.
I'm so
This
happy.
fine.
Let's get back on the positive note.
Yeah.
We finally got Rand back.
Give me a hand, everybody. Thank you. Hold your applause to the end.
How's
You
everything?
know,
been,
Cap is coming.
How's everything been going for you,
Hey,
Rand?
man, pretty good, man. You know, I started a new position with the job. All that's going pretty
waiting
good.
for this.
You know,
Okay.
yeah. Shut your mouth. Shut your
He was
mouth.
waiting for his time to shine.
Listen, hell, I need another cap like this.
I'm glad you don't.
Look, my no cap. Bam.
What's so
Y'all violent, man. Y'all toxic,
ain't
bro.
violent, bro.
This is a toxic relationship.
Who? First of all,
Who's in a relationship?
Our relationship
Who's
is toxic.
nigga, what is he talking
Y'all are
about?
disrespectful, bro.
I don't do dudes.
Get better friends, people. That's the moral of this story. Get
My
better
honey in the
friends.
other room.
Next
My
episode is
honey
just gonna be
in the
me.
other room. That's a song.
Maybe.
Turn it into one.
My honey's in the other room. My honey's in the other room.
Oh,
Hey,
and we're gonna skip past that, and we're gonna go
to-
ahead and
Yeah.
let me go ahead and ask y'all boy a question. I'm gonna start with Rand first, cause Rand haven't been here.
Yeah,
He
he
haven't
ain't
been
been
here
here.
for this segment. What happened? No, you haven't been here for this
You
segment.
got another. When do we add another?
You know.
Oh, you have
He
Guess I
hasn't
wasn't
been
at that
so-
meeting.
Oh,
Okay, come on. What's
We
up?
ain't had no meeting.
so
No, yeah, it won't no discussion.
the question is, well, the original question. What would you do?
What would I do?
That's the first one, right?
What would you do?
So listen carefully
I'm listening. What would I do?
and listen. I'm the only single
pretty
person at this
We
table.
don't have that conversation right now.
I'm the only single person at this table.
That's the problem.
So
We
when it
trying
comes to
hey,
the
ladies,
fian-
if
when it-
anybody out there,
let me explain. Let me explain.
Listen, what?
Don't want me. Let me explain.
Somebody, please.
So this is how. I'm gonna fuck you up. Why you beside me?
Oh no, you ain't want to get a fucked up intro.
Anyways,
What's up?
these are hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
These are hypothetical. So the fiancés, the girlfriends, don't get mad at their answers. Don't get mad at their answers. All of these are hypothetical. But shut up, boy. Let's say, listen up close. I need y'all to listen up too.
Man, listen to shit.
Let's say both of y'all were doing y'all thing, right? And y'all started feeling each other heavy. This is before your girl. Like, let's just say y'all single right this moment, right?
We single at this
You're
point.
single at this point, right?
Okay.
You started feeling each other heavy
Uh-huh.
and decided to make things official.
With the girl that we were,
Now you're whatever the girl. I ain't gonna say it's y'all girl. Let's just say it's
the
the girl.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because the question
Is this for to help you get some
Crazy.
tips to find somebody?
no,
Oh.
this nigga here. Now once I finish the question, he gonna be stuck. Because these are fucked up situations.
But look, come on.
Y'all
with it.
been having, you know what I'm saying, sex prior to the relationship.
Uh-huh.
3 months in,
Uh-huh.
she tell you she's pregnant, right?
Uh-huh.
Y'all raised the kid, 10 years go by.
Uh-huh.
Something just don't feel right in your spirit.
Uh-huh.
You ask for a DNA test.
Uh-huh.
Test come back, it's not yours.
Uh-huh.
What would you do?
What would I do?
Yeah.
What would I do?
What would you do?
10 years ago, I can't get my money back. But at this point, I'm going to continue to raise a child as my own.
Okay, I respect. What about the relationship?
That's dead. But it's not that. It's not the child's fault. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How am I gonna punish that child for that? You feel me? Because at this point, I'm a father figure in his life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I mean, she really don't matter.
So you move. Well, I guess you like moving out. But how can you still take care of the kid if y'all not together?
he can co-parent, nigga. That's a whole
People
thing.
do that all the time.
Or find a fucking daddy.
So you're saying you wouldn't take care of this
I
child?
didn't say that. Y'all putting that in my
10
mouth.
years you don't spend with this child.
10
You
years.
wouldn't take care of that child?
Did I say that? Yes.
Are you going to do it or not?
Did I say that?
I'm asking you now.
I'm asking y'all. Y'all gotta go
no,
first.
no, we ain't got to do shit.
Yes, it's my segment, so y'all answer
No,
first.
it's Unfiltered Brothers. That's the segment. No.
Who came up with this?
Oh,
I got you. So, Joe, since you want to talk a lot,
No,
what's your answer?
I want to hear yours first.
What's your answer, Joe?
I'm not answering this question.
Joe ain't taking care of that goddamn kid.
I ain't gonna hold you, Ray.
Joe ain't taking care of that kid. That's his answer.
Because, bro, that's a lie, bro. I gotta look at this kid every day and be like, this nigga like, mom, bro. Your mama out here wildin', bro.
You mean you done looked at him for 10 years already?
I don't know. That's tough, man.
You looked for a whole decade and raised him like he was yours, so
Why
That's
stop
true.
that?
like I said, it's not the kid's fault. Yeah,
man.
it's why
Man.
why he got
But why is it
So
my
for-
fault? Why did I take care of the kid? It ain't
Before you
mine.
taking care of the kid,
You have to continue to take
what about the relationship?
Oh, bye, ho.
What are you doing? How's everybody else? Shit.
Nigga, can he get this answer out before
Let me
you
answer this
talk?
question.
God
I'm still
damn.
curious. What
Can
you
he get his
doing?
answer out? You know, I'm gonna be there, but I'm not gonna fully put like my finances
Oh, you
into
wild.
it.
You
I'm
terrible.
wild.
You're a horrible individual.
I'm wild. I can be there for the kids, still be
You're
a
a horrible
positive
individual.
influence.
You're a horrible individual. That's
What if you're the only father figure the kid has? Because
I can still
the
be
father either
But
don't
what
want to
does
be
still
there.
be there
there.
mean?
I can still be there. If the kid needs something, okay,
Because
I
will the
can be there
father
for him.
not either don't want to be in his life or?
But is it the father's fault because she the one that was told you a lie for 10 years? Maybe that person do want to be in his kid's life.
My thing
Cause
is,
it's not bad fathers out here.
it took you 10 years to realize this, though.
It happens, nigga.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Motherfuckers be in the 30s,
Well, at
40s,
some point,
and,
you had to say, look,
figuring out like that
Wait a
their
minute,
daddy
this
ain't
child
dead.
is man.
Don't look like me. It ain't got no, you know what I'm saying.
Nah, that's true. That's
Motherfuckers
true.
be in the 30s and
Niggas
40s
be
figuring it out.
real
There,
grown, yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
You
So
never
10
think
years,
never
you
think
love
about
it. Like that baby's born, you just think, oh, it doesn't look
And
like
people
me.
be going to the hospital trying to get, like, kidneys and stuff, and they be like, oh, y'all, you can't.
Especially if y'all was rocking with each other for that long, and then you made things official.
What if you got
You know?
a twin brother and you find out that you not the daddy, but your twin brother is?
You
Did
making
you
up
know-
a lot of
Did
stuff
you-
right now.
Did you
That's
know if that's the
wild.
case, you still have enough
Yeah, you're
DNA
still-
to, like,
yeah.
be,
That
like, it wouldn't be a problem, necessarily?
because y'all have this, especially if you're identical.
Mm-hmm.
If you're identical twin, y'all have the same.
Yeah,
DNA.
it's like y'all have enough to, like, basically, you could, like, do it.
Yeah.
Did you know if twins have sex with twins, they'll make twins,
Yeah.
and their twins would be twins?
Twins. Yeah.
That makes sense?
That's too many
So instead of
kids.
being cousins, they actually like
Yeah, they'll be,
brother,
like,
sister,
identical,
brother, you know,
pretty
stuff
much.
like that.
Ew.
But no, for real, like, if two sets of twins have sex and have babies with another set of twins, there's a possibility of their children coming out identical. Like, all 4 kids will look alike.
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
Possibility, yeah. Especially when it comes to identical twins. Yeah. So, I guess to wrap that up, everyone says fuck the girl.
Yeah.
But you can still be there for
I don't
10
know.
years.
I gotta.
I don't. But my thing, I don't know if I could put like all of my
But I keep
energy.
it
I can still
simple.
put.
All
I
my
can
money
still put
back.
energy into it. I can still put energy into it. But it's like that's tough, bro. Not because you want your own seed.
Do you know?
You know what I'm saying? You want your own seed.
And when you got to that age where
Do
you
you?
can't have kids no more.
Let's talk about it. Do we want our own seed?
I don't know if I want kids no more, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Speak for yourself.
I'm not joking. I'm being dead ass. I don't
Why
know if
don't
I
you
want
want
them.
kids no more?
Too much, man. Too fucking much.
For now,
You don't think you was too much?
you're saying that because
I know.
you're thinking of now.
No, I'm saying this wholeheartedly. Like,
You're
you
thinking
know,
of now.
like, my coworker told me that, like, she bought her 11-year-old son, like, a cell phone, and her 11-year-old son was like, I don't want this shit. I was like, I can't put up with that. I would have smooth nigga.
What's black or white?
Spanish.
Oh, they different too. They different.
So, you know,
They different.
I just
I didn't know he wasn't black.
I was like, bro.
I just knew he wasn't black.
But no,
he
it's,
would have got no
Hell
cell phone.
yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's still the
Yeah.
same. Like, they coming out the womb spoiled, bro. I can't deal with that, man. It's too much. And it's not even the spoiledness part, bro. Like, parent's job is never done, man.
Right.
You
I mean,
have
that's
to turn
facts.
18. Then.
Yeah.
But that's why I say it's you're thinking now. It's like, but if you get more stable financially, in all aspects, it's like, oh, now I got time. Now I got time. Now I got. Why the fuck you can't?
You can't do shit with a kid, bro.
Why the can't? You could take your kid with you.
Nah, bro. You can't do everything you want to do with the kid, bro.
Time out. Go past this shit. Because I'm tired of him playing devil advocate like he always do.
No,
He's doing it to you.
No.
He's doing this shit to you.
I swear,
No, but
I'm
he's
not-
for
I'm
real
not-
though.
I'm not
No,
making
he's
up-
dead
I'm
serious
ass.
right now.
I don't.
No,
want
he's
kids.
dead
Joe,
serious.
you ever heard the word babysitter?
The fuck. Now I gotta pay somebody to watch the motherfucker.
Now they in the family. You gotta pay your mama.
No, I'm
You don't think your mama gonna want to spend time
all
with
the
her
time,
grandchild?
nigga. I'm talking about all the time. I don't want a kid.
Don't Shauna got parents?
You don't understand, Ford. They still come back home. I don't want them.
We're gonna end that conversation right there. Cause
That's gonna be you know what? That's gonna be an unfiltered argument.
We're gonna talk about
This
that
come
another
from
time.
niggas who work for social services.
I can order for social services. I really don't want a kid now.
Alright, so we see Joe view on that. So but we're gonna move on to I don't know. We'll talk about it later. We're gonna move into some of our main topics for this episode. What was the topic we was just talking about? That was just off the rip. That wasn't in none of the notes.
Somebody help me,
You
please.
ain't got topics. You said we would get on this joint freestyle.
Y'all stop listening to Joe.
Go on, Ford.
Cause Joe might have a.
Don't bang on the table too hard.
Joe might have a. Y'all got Joes.
He said that. All I said was don't bang on the table too hard.
You wild.
I didn't say
You
what.
wild.
I didn't say what.
Y'all see Rand back.
Listen.
Y'all see Rand
And you know,
back.
it hit the.
We good.
Y'all talking about Rand back.
Look,
Hey,
it's gonna hit your feet into the mics, man. That's all I'm saying.
that's fine. That's fine.
I didn't want
It's
to.
fine.
I don't know if you need
You know,
How you just gonna do that?
what the fuck do I need duct tape for, Joe?
I think we
You need
all
to duct
know.
tape your fucking mouth.
I think we all know what you need duct tape for, Dad.
Take your head off, Joe.
Y'all
I'll be fresh. I don't know. I'm debating.
I got some clippers in the bathroom.
Oh hell no! I don't know. I'm debating if I want to go tomorrow or next week.
You
but-
got LeBron James headline.
I
He
don't
got
know, man.
that Soldier Boy headline.
But you know, LeBron
Oh,
James.
that's
got
you won
that
the
fake-
headline. Your headline be back here.
You know, before we get too much of our big talk, would y'all get fake hair? As a matter of fact, let's say for the offensive arguments.
Go into our main topic. I'm talking about fake hair. you could tell his shit getting pushed back. Go into our main topics. Let me go. I'm gonna start with Ford first. You gotta pay attention. If you're not paying attention, I'll pick on you.
You do mix it out with the blue. What you get?
That's all three.
Facts.
He makes mine.
Did I do this on purpose? Oh, y'all twins. I know y'all twins, but
Derek,
Like
don't do
your
that because I
shit.
think I still got that picture on my phone too. Don't do that.
you talking about us?
Yeah, don't do that.
That's family. So, anyways, let's get back to it.
Okay.
So, do black privilege exist?
That's a dumbass question.
Is it?
We have multiple podcasts about what the fuck black privilege and all this shit. Man, you know that shit don't fucking exist.
Do we talk about black privilege?
Nah, we don't talk about
Exactly.
privilege.
Do you think it exists?
Where?
It's a yes or no. Do you think it exists?
Oh, no.
Why not?
Because if I go out here and, let's see here.
I feel like you looking at just, you got like a tunnel vision. I feel like you got a tunnel vision.
I was just thinking about, what's going on in the world lately. Like, if I go out here but be a Karen. If I go out here and be like a Karen or
We did this
John
the whole
and
last time too. 4.
what?
Pick up
Oh,
Pick up.
and kill it.
if I
No,
if I
don't
go-
talk directly to it.
God damn it!
Just talk louder.
If I go out here and
There you
like
go,
do
right
something crazy and get caught by the police, they ain't gonna let me off.
I'm curious about what you mean by privilege.
You mean like white folks have their privileges?
Similar, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen a scenario or like a story yet where a black person just got off.
I mean, I
feel
respect
like
it.
when you say tunnel vision. I feel like that's all is being looked at.
Because I feel like a lot of times when you talk about privilege, it's fucking me up. It's Tyson in my ass right now. But when we talk about that stuff, right, we only pay attention to like the income, like when we talk like the wealth gap, and you talk about like police brutality. Like we don't look at like other things though. Other things that we may get off, like we can do, but others might can't. Right? Similar. Well, yes or no?
Wearing a bonnet in Walmart.
I mean, they
Listen,
all races come in. Walmart.
shut up first. Just stop. Just shh.
I ain't seen my folks.
Just zip your lip.
Yes or no?
I want to say yeah, and I want to say no, man. I really don't know because I don't want to get tunnel vision with it. You feel me? I want to look at the whole outlook. You feel me? Because I'm sure it's something out there. It's got to be something that we privileged in.
You know what's crazy? Is I'm sure white people sit around the table and have a conversation like, we don't have privilege. So what do we have privilege in? And we can't think of it.
Yeah.
Because it's a privilege.
Right.
I think that's bullshit. I don't think we have privilege.
I think we do, in some situations, and it's not. And the privilege I'm talking about isn't always good. You know what I'm saying? It's like example, like what you just said, like using nigger, right? Or nigga.
I was about to say, not the hard.
Nigga, right? Like black comedians can have jokes and have crackers, honkies in their joke. But let a motherfucking white comedian get on stage talking about nigga.
I think that's a product of their privilege, though. Because their privilege allows for them to have the economic success that they do, some, and everything like that. So, with that being said, we didn't put ourselves down. We didn't bring ourselves over here. We didn't cause that shit. So, like, their ancestors are the cause of it.
I agree. Well, I get that point, but I disagree. Okay. It's on them. Just because at the end of the day, racism is racism, discrimination is discrimination. If the word is anti-whatever, why use it? Why promote hate or, you know what I'm saying, discrimination? But as far as like us saying like hunky, cracker, that I'm just saying. Comedians, especially Chris Rock back in the day. Chris Rock used to use it all the time.
But would that fly now though? Would it still fly with him now?
Oh, that's true. That is very true.
Because you know back then was a totally different time.
Have you heard the Eddie Murphy
But
Ross?
I don't. But that's the
Those
thing.
were rough,
It might not fly now, but it did fly, and he didn't get backlash for it. A white person using it all automatically.
Let me ask you a question. To give up all that, would you give up the right to use the N-word or any other racial slur for their economic status, for their privilege? Would you do it?
Of course. Well, yeah, of course.
So
Yeah.
So with that being said,
But I don't know why we have to give up something for it.
Because my thing is that you have to. I understand what you're saying wholeheartedly, but at the end of the day, you got to also look at the fact of look at what we had to go through.
And I get that.
So why should we have to sacrifice anything? It's not like the playing field has ever been even. I can see if it was evened out and everything was like integration actually worked, everything was equal, racism had ended, and we were still using these words. But it's not. It's like the shit's still like for shit's still the same from the 50s and the 60s, low key. It's just that now they can't openly be racist. So my thing is, you want us to stop saying what we want to say, then that's fine. Give us the equality.
I mean, I get all of that.
Can't have your cake
why,
and eat it too.
But why, you know what I'm saying, why is it right for us to be able to have those viewpoints as well and not be accountable for that shit?
Are we not being accountable though?
I think accountability is pushed more on white people than black people.
Is it though?
I do.
Elaborate.
What's her name? Richardson,
Mm-hmm.
the track star.
Mm-hmm.
She violated.
Okay.
She violated. But we stood up for that.
Yeah, we did.
So it's like we can't, like, we mess up. It's like, cool, like, but we threw the blame on the fucking Olympics. Like, it's their fault that they. I mean, I get, like, we should, like, we in general is like, you shouldn't be testing for that. That's not a performance enhancement drug. But it's in the rule book, and she knew that. She took accountability, but no one else said. You know what I'm saying? She took accountability for it, but everyone else looked like, dang, like, but it's just we let her run. We started petitions for it. It's like, if she's cool with it, why are we pushing for, you know what I'm saying? Like,
was the problem because she was black and we rode a little harder for her because she was black, or was the issue because of the fact that she was tested for a drug that didn't do no performance enhancement?
I think
because if it was,
I think we made it a black thing, especially when it started talking about the afro, like that cap that they couldn't use for swimming. You know what I'm saying? You look at stuff.
Shower cap.
Yeah, you look at stuff like that. You're like, oh, Olympics had some crazy stuff going on. Especially, she was all eyes was on her. She was the main. Like, let's be real. A lot of these motherfuckers that was talking about it don't even fucking watch the Olympics. She's becoming like a star. You know what I'm saying? She was in the spotlight, and she fucked up.
You want to know what all of that comes from, though? Media. It's what the media portrayed it to be, I think.
But I think in this case, it wasn't the media. It was us.
I don't think there was nothing wrong with what we did. Because I'll say this.
It's like that's just going back to that accountability.
I'll say this. I feel like
it's just like how we stood up for Nick Cannon.
For his
words was, you know what I'm saying, it was offensive to other people, but we was like, we get it, but if you mean the shit, mean the shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like he was punished for what he said. And you know, and Nick Cannon been in the industry for ever since we've been.
Didn't say something about Michael Phelps was using drugs at one point, and you know,
he got punished. I think he got punished before it too, though. It was just weed. When you talk about Michael Phelps.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say I heard some other reports like other people got punished for it. So I mean, I get what you're saying, and I agree. I can't play devil's advocate on that, but I don't know, man.
And this is another example, right? You know how we can be, well, not us, but black people can be considered pro-black. You're down for your culture, you ride for your culture, and it's whatever. It's like, really, we don't really question that. Pro-black.
So we question pro-white.
Pro-white. We look at pro-white as in, oh nah, you racist. Like off the rip. If somebody say I'm pro-white, oh nah, you racist.
There's a reason behind that though, Derek. It's not.
I get the reasons, but at the same time, it's like, what are we teaching? What are we going to teach? It got to be consistent, though.
What do you mean it's consistent? How is it not?
So we're saying a pro-white is
yeah, because I'm about to get mad.
What the meaning change?
Yeah, because it's like, it's not. First of all, okay.
This has something to the unfiltered argument.
This is turning to the Derek Joseph show. That's going.
Because now I see why you get pissed off when I do the devil's advocate shit. Because I'm like, nigga, you know exactly what the problem with it is. You know wholeheartedly what it is. Pro-white wouldn't be a problem if pro-white wasn't founded in racism. If it wasn't grounded in that racist root. If white people was just out here being pro-white, but we was like, we fuck with everybody else equally, there'd be no fucking problem. But we're like, minorities are oppressed. So if we don't ride for us, if we don't say something, then who the fuck will? They're not. So why the fuck, and that's my thing, like why the fuck do we have to sit back and give up our shit? That you haven't made the playing field even. If we all are starting at this fucking race, and everybody is like moving up because of the fact, or inching up because of the fact that they have privilege, we're at the fucking back. So what the fuck do I gotta go using the fucking word nigga?
And this is why I said all of our privilege isn't good.
That's
I said that. I didn't say it was gonna be good.
I just think that it's not fair. Like, if everyone got because the concept of racism isn't just the fact that I don't like another race. It's grounded in the fact of equality.
But what happens if there's a white person that's genuinely
Come on, Dave.
genuinely love?
Get it together.
It's the words.
Hey, I'm using big words for this episode. I don't know why. I did have a beer. That ain't nothing, but I only have 4 hours sleep. That's the thing. But so I'm running off energy, like real energy. But let's say there's a white person that genuinely love everyone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't have any type of issues, with people. It's kind of like us. Well, not us, but like certain black people where it's like, I love everybody, but I generally just want to be with a black person. You know what I'm saying? If you have a white person that says, it's similar to that, is that an issue?
I like how he looked at me and said, "Wait, no, not us."
No, I'm saying like not us, like. I didn't even mean it like that. I didn't even mean it like that.
Did you peep that though? You peeped that.
I didn't even catch that.
No, you peeped that right. Because he was like, we. And he looked at me. He was like, no, not us.
Not us.
But some people just rather be with black folks.
Bro, I didn't. My fault, bro. I ain't want to. Like if they wanted to stick in their race.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's usually what happens. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
But that's like pro white.
No. That's not pro white.
So pro
Not even just.
No, I'm just saying
I feel like I'm under the bus. He should have looked at me like that.
I didn't even pay attention.
The look he gave me was like he looked at me was like, you know what, sorry, man, I gotta do this.
I didn't even think about that.
I gotta change it up. I won't lie.
My fault, man. I'm sorry, man.
But nah, I don't think what you're talking about right there is two different things.
Okay.
Because our social economic status, our group, is usually defined by people that think like us, like-minded individuals, or a situation brings us together.
So you know how people go to the wars and be like, who you going for? Like who you hope wins? And you know how like what's her name? Issa Rae. You know how sometimes she be go up at anybody black. You know how she say that sometimes. What happened if a white person say that? And this could have been talked about last time, double standards and shit.
I don't know what made you. I guess you had that part 2 on this. But I think it's the difference. We are oppressed. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I get.
So you understand?
I'm strictly just talking about like, kind of like just.
But that defines us. Mm-hmm. In every fucking thing we do, from the jobs. Oh, I didn't check it. Yeah, I don't like to keep going now because that motherfucker turning off. We gotta stop. But it defines us in everything we do. The jobs that we apply for, how we gotta go to school. Mm-hmm. It can be someone that's white that can come in and get a whole job that they ain't qualified for strictly because on paper they look good, but on paper you can look even better. You might not get it because you black, and that's just how it is.
All right, hypothetically, let's go to forward ran.
Me and you.
Hypothetically, like what Joe talking about, because I think that was like kind of one of my examples as well. Let's say everything was. I'm not going to say equal because nothing would be equal as long as we're on the earth. But everything was fair. You know what I'm saying? We had fair opportunities, like access to, get the resources we need.
So let's
just everything. Right?
Let's
just say everything.
For this
fair.
purpose, let's say that slavery never happened.
Yeah.
And that African Americans and Caucasians were on this country together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So you brought up like work and stuff, right? Because maybe y'all seen it because I've worked in different environments or stuff like that. But do you think when it comes to like the work environment, it changes? They're willing to change more for black people, minorities, than they're willing to change the culture or the environment for a white person.
What?
Because we have diversity departments and everything like that. They're willing to change the culture around so they can make black people, minorities feel comfortable in their work environment.
Well, I mean, in the prison system, I mean, it's I can't even.
That's wild.
I can't even say it's because for real. I've only been in what? This is my third institution, and I think the majority of the higher echelon, it's been kind of a mixed thing. You know what I'm saying? I know at one point at one facility, all the higher ups were African American, but then it got switched up. You know what I'm saying? Like moves happened, but for the most part, it's kind of been an equal type thing. Far as my work environment. Now, maybe like in say your environment.
Actually, it's predominantly black.
Well, we count the same.
Yeah, but in my department,
Well, let me say this. Let me word it.
But then it could be before you go. I think it could be also the area that we live in.
Yeah.
You gotta look at what institutions we talking about. I ain't gonna say no names. Fuck it, yes I am. Lunenburg, Nottaway,
That's my nigga.
Dillwell. You got a predominantly black area. So, you really got far as us. You gotta look at the area you in.
You got West, who be predominantly white.
Yeah. Now our West is predominantly white.
Well, I for this scenario, right? Well, it's not really a scenario. Y'all are in predominantly black workplaces, right?
Yeah.
Do you think when it comes to black, like mostly predominantly black workplaces, do you think if y'all start getting more white people, you think the culture is going to switch, or you think it's going to just stay the same? Because the culture of a black environment is dominant. It's hard to switch around that.
In our work environment,
and I'm not saying it's a bad thing or a good thing, but I'm just saying like just the specific environment that you're in.
In my work environment,
Just in general.
Well,
like if you have a predominantly black, you think you're gonna switch around the culture a little bit to make them feel more comfortable?
I think
and
it depends.
same thing, vice versa. If you have a predominantly white institution, you think they're gonna switch around the culture once you start getting a black person in.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I can't really speak for in general because I only worked in motherfucking two type of places: retail and the department. In the department, I really feel like either it don't matter if it's predominantly white, if it's predominantly black, it's still gonna be the same. Because you got to think about it. Everybody got that one common goal, and that's providing public safety. So you think about it now. Granted, our Western boys probably get disciplined a little bit different because ain't nobody really going out there. They in the mountains, so it. But if you take that right there, bring that here, you may see a little bit more.
Yeah. Anybody else got something to say with that?
If you speak up, I turn the threshold down.
I could change the audio.
Okay. I just want to make sure it's picking y'all up really good.
I don't think it'll change at all.
Which one?
Like if it was, I think like if we was to get more white into like our department, I don't think it would change. I think it would still be the same because, I mean, that's just the way it has been, and like people get moved around so much that nothing really stays the same. Especially in me and Duran's line of work, like
it's constantly changing.
yeah,
It's not gonna stay like it is.
All right. I think the point. Oh, go ahead.
For a very period of time. They always tell us things are always changing.
Yeah.
So that's why you gotta constantly keep up with policy because what you were used to doing, you can go back and do that same thing. Now you out of policy, now you in some trouble.
Yeah, for example, maybe like a year or so ago, no, when I first came to DLC back in I think 18, they said we had to call them offenders. Then all of a sudden It went to inmates, then back to offenders, and then we got to call them inmates again. It's constantly changing.
It'll be clients for a while.
That's any way you work.
Yeah.
Like things constantly change wherever you work. That doesn't mean like shit. They just changed the income limit for like food stamps and stuff like that. It's like, you know, wherever you go, you're gonna have the concept of change. But as far as switching, like you gotta hit that. You gotta hit that. But as far as like the concept of change, what?
Nah, go ahead.
The concept of change and stuff, as far as like, you know, if it was predominantly white or black, I feel like that's a different conversation. Because the reason that workplaces try so hard to accommodate African Americans is because they weren't accommodated in the first place. And it goes back to what I said, like, it may seem like it's unfair on the outside, and it may seem like it's unfair to them, but that's because of their privilege. That's their privilege talking. They don't know what it's like to have to accommodate with someone, because they weren't even accepting people with dreads. They weren't accepting people, you know, like something as simple as that. Or like African American girl goes in and get weaves, get wigs. They don't understand the culture. They don't understand. And that's fine. You don't have to understand. It's perfectly fine. That's completely understandable. However, the notion of like making it comfortable for us, they have to. They have no choice. That's what the law says. That's what the affirmative action's for. Because now you can sue something based on race. They don't give a fuck about us. They're not doing it for us. They're doing it so that way they don't get sued, or in the off chance that they don't get in trouble from their HR department or get canceled, because that's a whole thing now. It's not for us. It's never been for us. Workplaces never gave a fuck about us. We go in, and that's why black people, especially older black people, go in, do their work, and go the fuck home. Because it's like, back in the day, they knew that the fact that they were even working there with this group of white people or whatever, they were quote unquote privileged enough for that. It's funny how when you talk about the thresholds of privilege, the thresholds are so uneven. They were just privileged to be working and making money and going home. They don't understand that. So it's like, that's why I was like, I can't sit there and say that we have privilege. The fuck do we have? Because we use a couple words just so we can do a couple things that they can't do. And it's not even all of us. It's only a select few. Only a select few of us that's reached the pinnacle or have the ability to say these things that get away with it. Oh, of course. Eddie Murphy or whoever back in the day, Richard Pryor could say these things because of the fact that they're comedians and they could pass it off as being comedic. Oh, it's hilarious. We can't go out there and say that. Oh, no. No, that's the first thing they'll tell us. Oh, you guys can't say that. You wasn't like us saying nigger. So it's like, it's not, but they can all go out and think that it's not fair. The concept of us having privilege means that we have something that another race doesn't have. The only fucking thing we have is our culture, our people, style, and whatever. And they take that motherfucker right from us every single chance they get. So, I'm done. I'm being a whisperer.
Listen, all right, we're gonna move on to our another topic, but to close off with that, to close off with that, I get it.
Next one gonna be even worse.
I get it. Nah, not even. I was gonna close off that.
You sure? No.
I get all of that.
Your next set.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna piss him off.
I
don't
get
know
it.
why you even. That's why you did it.
But
because you knew you was gonna get under his skin.
Privilege is privilege, though.
Privilege,
even if it's the smallest thing.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Privilege is
please
privilege.
Don't do it.
It's similar to like the privilege men have that women don't. You know, it's.
Here we go.
It's privilege is privilege. You know.
Oh, good.
But moving on to another topic that we have. Because we talk about just us working together and blacks and white working together specifically. The integration actually hurt the black community more. You didn't say that. You was itching though. You was itching. Hurt the black community more than it helped. What you about to say? I just needed to get that out. I needed to get that out.
I'm still hurt.
I didn't see he heard off the other thing.
I'm still hurt.
Trust me, I didn't have nothing.
He heard off the other thing.
You're rubbing everybody the wrong way, big dog.
That one really took me out, dog. Look, I can take all the cuss outs in the world, but
Right.
that hurt me.
So
Not American.
That hurt me.
did it hurt the black
Yes, it
community
hurt
more?
me. Did you did that to me, man?
Ford, did it hurt the black community?
You act like I ain't talking to you now.
Then it
That's how we
helped.
gonna do. Don't worry about it. You can see me in
Was-
the hands. dog.
Intuition wise,
Yeah.
Yes, it hurt because Derek did that to me. Sitting right beside him. He looked at me in my eyes, dog. You know what he was doing. I'm gonna write my Congress first.
Go ahead, Ford.
That's bullshit.
Go
man.
ahead, man, because he gonna go. He's gonna talk about this for the rest of the episode. And we have limited.
To the Congress.
Pay attention to time. Pay attention to time. We gotta wrap it up.
Fuck that. You gonna sit here and look at me like
No, you just got back, Rand. What you not gonna do is interrupt the flow of this podcast. You just got back. Ford, talk.
yeah.
Give me one too.
you should have thought about that before you looked at me in my eyes, dog.
Y'all been ODing all day.
What did I do? I ain't even do nothing.
Sorry, man. What was pressing me?
Oh my God, the integration actually hurt the black community more than it helped.
I don't think it did.
Okay.
I don't think it did because back in the day, we didn't get the same education that they did. Our education wasn't equal. We had old textbooks.
That's right.
We had people in 12th grade.
I was trying to take the rap off. What? It was picking up.
You're gonna hear all of that.
My fault. You got these fancy ass mics.
Got to be more careful.
Got to see it through, my boy.
I know why you did that. That's smart though.
Yeah, because I wasn't gonna do what he did. I was like, I'm not putting it on the ground.
Do you know why
We
he
was talking about education.
You know why he took the rap off?
See, we had
We talked about this already.
We had people
When we
in,
had the beer.
in 12th grade with 9th grade textbooks.
I'm hungry.
We go fast because Ford get distracted easily. Ford get distracted easily.
Yeah, you got to change the of chipmunks, boy. We can't do that.
Rand, you got something you want to get off your chest?
Go back to you again.
That's fine. That's fine.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna.
That's fine.
We'll talk after this, but no, I don't think it is like Ford said. You know it. No, just no, cause I'm gonna go back on to you, Derek, and I don't want to do that right now, cause you really hurt my feelings, man.
I think it
still
actually helped us to integrate.
You think it helped more?
Yeah, even though they didn't like it, they tried everything they power to stop it, but it helped us more because we got this. We started to get equal education. We didn't have to sit in the back of the bus no more. We didn't have to. We got in somewhat way.
No, yeah.
We had update textbooks in some way. Remember, we've been Prince Edward, you know. So anyway,
It's that time me and Derek agree now.
we still sat back, but we had a choice then.
Derek over there.
we had a choice to sit back, but we weren't made to sit.
Do you think that? Do you find that as like I don't even know the word, but that's crazy how that was our choice
Yeah.
to still sit in the back of the bus. Cause you think
After
about it,
we didn't have
didn't
to
nobody want to sit in the front. Everybody wanted to go to the back.
when you do things, yeah. After you do, yeah. After you do it so much, it
You
becomes
made
a habit.
I was laughing and joking.
Nah, dog.
Nah,
Nah, dog. Y'all, I don't know what bus y'all was on, but I know some crazy stuff happening on some buses in the back.
Oh, yeah. Nah.
What you was about to say, Joe?
Nigga, I know your mic picked it up because my mic picked it up. It's a whole sliver of just random talk. I think it was like a double-edged sword. I think it helped, but it didn't help. I think that we could have been a successful culture outside of that. You know, like Black Wall Street and other entities that we see. But with the Caucasian dominated economy and everything like that, I don't know how far we would have gotten. Because at the end of the day, like, if it's not really equal on the higher levels, it will never be equal for anybody. So I don't know. Maybe it helped, but maybe it didn't.
Yeah.
But I saw a TikTok about a girl talking about. Did you see that?
I think so. I might have seen it.
I'm gonna say yeah. She was talking about. She said because it was like an unpopular opinion, and she was like, integration really didn't help. That we were better off segregated. And I was like, those are valid points. I never even thought about it like that.
I would say it hurt. Just because I would say it hurt just because when you talk about integration, I don't think it was ever like a concrete plan for it. I think it was just go ahead, just take those white only, black only signs down. Now y'all can just go freely do wherever you want to go now. It wasn't necessarily a plan where we can have access to the same resources the white community had. When you talk about schools, man, our schools are still shitty, especially when you talk about the inner cities. To this day.
Yeah, and I mean, even though integration happened, you hit it right on the nail. Like, the policies and stuff still reflected segregation, and it wasn't. And that's what TikTok said. They said integration was supposed to be equal for everybody, but they didn't. That's yeah. But it didn't end up like that. It didn't end up like that.
Integration died, but Jim Crow didn't.
Yeah.
Jim Crow. Let it go, man.
What? Hey, welcome back, Duran. He's back. Yeah. Welcome back, Duran.
You know all that stuff we used to do before we started recording on the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about that. We started having
Be ready.
What I was gonna say. I think, especially when you talk about
Still a hope.
financially, economically, I don't think it really changed anything when you talk about integration. Why do I know how to focus, but
I ain't gonna hold you, dog. I am trying so hard to stare at you right now because I can just see him. And
I can hear him. That's why I turned this way because I can see him out of the corner of my eye. I'm trying to.
he's here. Like, I'm good.
You just ignoring me now.
I know how to
So
focus.
you want
It's gonna take you a whole week to end this shit.
But
talk shit to me? Then
nah,
you
because it's
ignore me,
recording.
dog?
No. But yeah, I don't think it changed like the wage gap or anything like that. And I also think when you just talk about just specifically the black community, I think it fucked up like kind of our unity a little bit. Like I don't think we stand up for each other like we did back in the day. I don't think we're there, or we stood up for things. You know what I'm saying?
But they didn't. They weren't all like that though, bro. You know that.
We were back. It was really frontline back in the day.
I think we highlight the front lines and we forget about the ones that really ridicule. Because it was a lot of people, a lot of African Americans that didn't support Malcolm X or Martin Luther.
Yeah, like them uncle workers out there.
Like for real, like and you know what?
Yeah, you have those people. You gonna
I
always
think
have
it's
those
always
people.
been like this, for real.
For example, Stacey Dash.
What you against Stacey Dash, man?
got loud with that.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like you want to talk about it? We got about
Because
10 minutes.
yes.
He probably feel like I feel right now.
Oh Lord, Rand, let it go.
Moving on. Any closing thoughts on that?
Nah,
I don't think it. I think it hurt more.
So I got 10 more
We got
minutes to
another-
just rant.
We got another topic.
No, you know. I thought that was your last one.
I thought that was it.
No, we got another topic.
We want to do all the topics.
Y'all fucking me up right now. Y'all
You
literally
know what the
fucking me up
problem
right now.
is?
You don't have the energy for this.
I
Or the
know,
patience
I
for
do.
it.
Not right
And
now.
you know what? That's what I love right now. Because I'm beating up behind.
Because this ain't no different than how we usually do. You just don't have the patience for this. But you want a child.
Not in the morning.
You know why he
It
got
was
patience?
it was
Because he's
on
been
me that I went to sleep at the time. Like that, not
And it
on
was
the
also
child. It was
on
my
you.
choice.
Did you look at me like that?
Man.
But anyways,
Look at me.
let's talk about culture appropriation. Do black people do it?
Do you think we do it though?
This is what I want to ask y'all. What is a black person?
You. Me.
No, because we can talk about stuff all overseas. You have African Americans, you have African Americans, you have this and that.
There's no certain definition for that. You know that.
But we also feel like the culture that's in Africa is personally. I mean, it is. It's, in a sense, it's ours, but it's not.
Oh, you got the box.
You know what I'm saying? What the fuck are y'all talking about right now?
I said the other ask Alexa.
No, we're not talking to Alexa right now.
And then but the part of this always that the brand.
He asked the conversation on.
The box?
The box?
Nah, cause he pointed after him talking about the phone. Like, nigga, that's Siri, not Alexa. Alexa ain't over there.
When I say that, black people have subcultures.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? As well.
Derek, you look like you need Tylenol.
Can we focus?
That's what happens when you go out online.
Can we focus?
Bro, we're focused on talking.
No, we're not. Let's focus on the topics.
It's like before.
Let's focus on the topics, please. Let's focus on the topics. I appreciate it.
I'm sorry.
Let's focus on the topics.
Bad,
Let's focus on the topics.
He mad.
You got an energy.
Explain. Do black people culture appropriate?
No, I don't think so. Because of the I get what you're saying with the fact that we don't have like one set culture, so we can't necessarily say that it's appropriated from us or whatever. Because like you said, like, you know, African culture, stuff like that. I think that's more of a. And I know I'll be giving black people passes, but it's only because of the fact that, you know, our history was taken from us. So of course, African history is our history, but we don't know it. We're not intact with it because all that was erased. Anything before us getting over here is pretty much done. It's even difficult now to find our ancestors and people that, like, you know, go back in your roots because of the notion of the fact that all those records were erased, names were changed, etc., etc. So with that being said, I think that that's why we go so hard for our culture, because there are certain things that are for us, by us, that are appropriated because it's a style now. Like, you know, like I think Kim Kardashian or one of the Kardashians got like box braids, and, you know, it's like, you know, I don't know which one, but, you know, one of them did it, and they were like, and it blew up on Twitter, and at first I was like, this is kind of stupid, but then I was like, I kind of get it.
Justin Bieber, when he got his braids or dreads, people were saying he was culture appropriate.
But I think it's true because it is.
I disagree though.
But this is why I say I think it's true, because, and just hear me out.
No, I'm listening.
Like, you know, you heard black women talk about how they can't look like a certain way in a professional setting. Mm-hmm. But here you are, knowing that this is an issue, but you publicize it like it's like because you're a celebrity, without bringing recognition to the issue as a whole. I think that's where cultural appropriation comes to be a problem. Cool that you want to go, if you want to have dreads, you want to have braids, whatever. I don't think dreads is an appropriation of black people. I think that's more of, you know, for the culture that pretty much does it. But, you know, it's easy for you to put those box braids in your head because you're a celebrity. I think it's kind of fucked up that you sit there and you did that and you're like, well, I'm not bringing more attention to the black women that have lost jobs or have fought for them to even have these braids in their hair at their job settings.
I think, well, when it comes to specifically Justin Bieber, though, maybe outside of Justin Bieber, I can agree with that 100%. But when it comes to Justin Bieber, he already pointed out that if it wasn't for our culture, he wouldn't be where he is today. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He already said that, and we already accepted him within our.
Have we though?
Come on now, Justin Bieber. Yes, we have. Yes, we have.
I think Eminem.
Justin Bieber.
I say Adam Sandler.
Justin was founded by Usher.
Okay, I'll change my answer. I'll say Adam Sandler, Eminem. I don't know what to be white people.
And what happened? I mean, I'm just throwing out. It didn't happen.
And that guy, Gary Owens, I think.
Gary Owens, nah, he's under some fire right now, so we're not going to bring his.
Why?
Because you know he getting a divorce from his wife.
No, wow.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. But yeah. But yeah, I think he's a different case. You know what I'm saying? But maybe I don't think a black person did it. But what happened if a black person did put the dreads in his head? That would be a different story too.
If a black person put the dreads in Justin Bieber's head,
that would be a different story too.
But then there's some people, of course, there's always the internet though. The internet gonna always say,
Good point earlier, Rand. It's all how the media spins it. And media not being just the news outlets, but social media, people, celebrities, viral tweets. That's all media. Cause it's like if a tweet goes viral and it says, "Oh, Justin Bieber culture appropriating," blah blah blah, and everybody's like, "Yeah," but they don't look into it or why he got the dreads or whatever. Like it could be a whole problem there. Or it might not be none at all.
but I would say yes, just to the question, just because I think there are, especially a lot of people in this.
Why are you so anti-black? Go ahead, bro.
I'm just trying to figure out what's wrong with this motherfucker ass. You see him blanket over this motherfucker, man?
Tired.
He better take his ass to sleep.
Yeah, that's what you said. We want
When you get dressed at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I'm about to just go to no cat. I'm about to just go to no cat. Can we focus?
You can't focus. You over here falling asleep.
I'm the one focused,
You act like we don't never run over.
bro.
Go ahead, bro.
We've been going off of course for the whole episode.
I like it.
That's right.
Because you looked at me. But that's a story for another day.
See, that's
No,
what
bro,
I'm talking.
he
That's
has
what I'm
been going
talking.
on. I ain't saying nothing about it.
But I think we can do it within our community as well. Cause I don't necessarily, cause it's kind of like if somebody from New York be like, why you acting like you from New York, or just stuff like that.
I don't think it's so much culture.
But no, I'm just throwing that out there. But I just feel like if I'm not from Jamaica or none of the islands, why am I acting like I'm from the islands?
Which one of them white boys was doing that? Oh, come on, y'all know it was one of Woody or Buzz Lightyear, one of Tom Hanks' son, I think. Y'all remember Tom Hanks' son doing that? And it became a whole big thing.
Oh, I don't know.
But also, when people acting like Muslims, wow, they fake Muslims to me. Cause when you really talk about Muslims, like I don't like to question people's faith, but they go by that. Whatever traditions, rituals that they have, they go by that. And you wearing this shit on your head doesn't make you a fucking Muslim.
Okay. Oh, okay. So cultural. Okay. I see. Now I can kind of agree with you. But if that's their faith now, what's the problem with it?
You can't be part-time Muslim.
But if they're fully dedicated to the cause, though.
A lot of part-time Christians.
There's a lot of part-time. I mean, that's different. Like Malcolm X and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's different. If you're strictly for that,
Yeah.
if you're going 100% in, but there's a lot of people that doesn't.
I mean, yeah, it's true. But then you got to realize it's like picking up a second language. You won't know all of that language, but you can understand some of it. You can respect it and try your best to learn it. But it's different when you've been born, bred in it. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to give people passes. I'm just saying, like, I just know it's people out here that's... I think people just trying to find their way, bro. Like, in whatever way they can find or whatever they're comfortable with, they idolize with one culture versus another. That's okay. I think the problem with cultural appropriation, though, is when you don't respect the culture that you're taking from. Like, the biggest ones were the Caminos, which is like a Japanese Asian... So it's like an Asian garb, basically. And it's really popular over there and everything like that. It's used in, like, cultural settings and everything like that. And they mainstreamed it. I forgot who did it, but they mainstreamed it. And, a lot of Asians were upset because, like, they're like, you didn't respect me with this, blah, blah, blah. That's the thing. Like, put respect where you're getting where this is from. And it's not cultural appropriation at that point. Because at that point you're telling me I can't indulge in anything that I'm not a part of, and I'm like, I don't know.
So why is a hairstyle, you have to give the respect to the hairstyle too?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Even though you already gave respect to the culture multiple times?
Has he though?
It's Justin Bieber we're talking about.
I don't think the nigga really did much for us, bro. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, the nigga got founded by Usher, but then all I remember is
The man got a monkey.
He always gave praise.
Yeah, he got a monkey.
I swear to God, I was thinking the same
After that, I ain't hear from him.
he did have some. He had a banging song. It was like,
He does have a monkey. He has a monkey. You remember when they did their roast?
Derek is right. We are completely off topic.
He the one brought the motherfucker up.
It's within the topic. We on the ball.
Oh, all right, bet. Cool. I'm glad you said that. Who else had a monkey?
Michael Jackson.
What was Michael Jackson?
Black.
Question him.
Well, hey, look, you question who? We question Justin Bieber, then, goddammit.
I just don't. I don't know, bro. Because you gotta ask yourself.
Who usually have tigers, like tigers for pets? Who usually have tigers for pets?
Mike Tyson. But it was like that. I know you. I don't know what they call it. But it's. I don't know what to say because I was like, who?
Just to, like what race you'll see with those extravagant like.
Now you see like who runs this?
Fuck it.
But I'm just saying, I know what you're talking about. Like I know the race that you're trying to say. I just don't know what to call them by, so I don't want to say it out loud.
Yeah.
Because I don't. Because they're. But are they Arabic?
I don't know. I don't want to get it wrong either.
I don't want to give you the wrong answer either. So
It ain't us. I just know that it ain't us.
Who is Tigers?
You said it.
I said Mike Tyson.
But it ain't us. Monkeys ain't a culture thing.
No, I think the culture thing is like the hair or the style or something.
But yeah, that's what I think.
So you think that we can culture appropriate? I think we can. I think all cultures have the possibility of culture appropriating if you're not from that culture.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So I think black people can, but we kind of. That's what I'm saying. Like we don't hold black people accountable for a lot of shit.
I think we gotta ride hard for it.
I get it, but I don't know. I get it. Like I'm gonna always remember the past, but we gotta think about the future.
You know what we need on this podcast is a fucking hair.
We gotta move past this.
Hard on the black.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta move past it.
I don't know, bro.
Not move past it, but like I don't. How can I word it? Once I figure it out, I'll say it. Nah, I ain't gonna say make peace either, but
I think that the reason you can't find the word for it, and we can close it after this. I think you can't find the word for it because it's because you know in the back of your mind that it's not fair.
it's not. But my thing is too. It's like cause we always generalize stuff. We always generalize stuff. It's great white people out here. It's great other people out here.
I know.
You know. For example, Rand.
Yeah. We never said it wasn't though.
But like just us keep having that mindset. Like, why should we should only focus on us.
Yeah, I can believe it.
You know what I'm saying? But
no offense, I don't give a fuck about them. I'm gonna tell you why. Because they don't have what we have to go through.
And I think we also talking about, and of course we've experienced stuff within our lifetime.
Yeah.
But it's not the same shit that people experienced in the 50s. I think we continue to compare what we're going through to the 50s to the.
I think that we have to, because the 50s was only what 70 years ago. You see what I'm saying? It's not that.
That's
long.
our parents. I mean, our parents and grandparents. They can talk about that. They can have that mindset, but they raised us where we wouldn't have to think about that shit.
I think we need to continue to think about it because of the notion of us forgetting about that it exists. We can't allow ourselves to do that.
And that's another. This last point. That's the same reason I can adjust it. That's the same reason I feel like we never gonna get anywhere. That's just mine. Not only holding to the past, but just we can't get anywhere. Just us. We just focus on black people. We don't have all the resources. We don't have none of that.
Well, when it was just us, we was kings and queens.
I think that you can't separate the two. Like you're either all in it or not. But the thing is that you can be for black people and then be for the world. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. Because of the notion of stop it. Because of the notion of, I'll give you a prime example. You fuck with the NBA, right? But what's your favorite team?
Lakers.
So, in the NBA, do you only fuck with the Lakers wholeheartedly? You give a fuck about no other player outside of the players on the Lakers?
I can't say that because I'm a basketball fan.
My point exactly. You can be a fan or ride for something hard as fuck. But that does not mean that you exclude every other entity for it. Because you're a fan of basketball.
But that's pro-black. That's pro-black, though. They excluded.
No, but you have to realize, just like with everything, bro, there's extremists everywhere, and we don't worry about them. They can be pro-black. That's fine. But it's a whole other world with other entities, other races, other cultures that we have to learn to exist with, love, and accept. But with that being said, we can't forget who we are at the end of the day, too, what we went through and how far we've come. And I understand, I feel like, because I agree with you, I feel like we'll never get past this hump right here that we are at. But then again, I feel like, look how much we continue to do and how much we continue to prosper. All of us at this table have had, if not one, but like multiple leadership positions throughout our careers and lives that we can utilize now. Not many people can say that. So we can't worry about the ones that's saying, I'm only down for black people, blah, blah, blah. Like, we can't worry about the extremists. We focus on us. We focus on what we do. We can't change everybody, but we can change ourselves, and we can continue to better everything within our environment to the best of our knowledge. Raise our kids to be open-minded, to accept and love other cultures, but don't forget who they are. Push them, go, and then that's it.
Last thing, you don't want to have kids though, so that's not true. So moving on to our last segment of this episode.
Dan, I was gonna call back.
No cap.
Can I go first?
No.
Force first.
Joe.
I'm back.
Let's
This
go,
is
Joe.
my
Let's
return.
go,
I should
Joe.
go first.
Let's go, Joe first.
Oh, that's some bullshit. Let the black man go last.
So,
What the fuck are we?
what the fuck? So, first off, I wanted to say, no cap, I'm very proud of y'all. I'm very proud of us. The things that... Shut up.
You know my family cry a lot.
But all just aside...
Put me in that.
No,
Don't put me
you
in
won't
that.
there last weekend.
We'll tell you about that afterwards. But no cap, for all of us have continued to excel outside the podcast and our interpersonal lives. 2 individuals, fiancés and everything like that. Derek's still doing the same old whole shit he been doing. He thought I won't go say shit about that dumbass intro that he gave me earlier, but that was a good callback too. But nah, I'm proud of you too, Derek. You know, continue to excel in not only your personal business but your job and everything like that. And then as a collective group, I'm so fucking proud of us. Like because we could have just had this conversation, talked about it, and never excel. But I really feel like we're excelling. I love where the podcast is going, and I hope and pray that it continues to go good in our favor. So that's my no cap.
Joe, I appreciate everything you said, man. Well, the only reason why you said it because you ain't really had no cap.
No. This is my no cap. Yeah. This is my yeah. Because I was like, we don't give ourselves praise as much. Like, you know, we move a lot, we make business a lot, but we don't ever take time to look at how far we've come. Like, even though our setup is a little fucking ghetto right now, we've come far.
Man, so you gotta start somewhere, damn it.
What you got for us? For
I go.
No, last.
No cap, y'all looking at us by way of duct tape. But anyway.
Derek is over us, bro. He don't even want to rock with us no more, man.
Oh, no, man. I ain't gonna go there.
Okay, for real though. For real.
You hurt.
Yeah,
Go ahead, for it.
I hate y'all, man.
No cap. Stop dreaming and wake up. Make your dream your reality.
Ooh.
Y'all want me to go last? What?
Man, look, I ain't gonna hold you.
We'll be talking like that.
that's why he can't go last. You should have heard his last shit. Man.
Can I go?
He said, "No cap, we are outside." That's it. That's why no cap. And he sat back in the chair like he delivered a fucking Nobel Peace Prize speech.
I did. But yeah, you all had them caps where they haven't been.
It won't like that. We're not gonna compare any other no cap to that.
That last no cap was trash.
Trash. Shit was trash.
Shit sat right back
And
down.
said, "We outside." He had a. We outside. And he sat back just like this. Sat back just like this.
Derek was like, yeah. We can't even say nothing.
We'll talk about that after.
I go. It's my turn, right?
What you got for us, Ray?
You really want me to?
Did Ford finish?
I don't know. Nah. For real, you better.
I didn't, but go ahead.
You better go.
Go ahead.
No.
Hey, shut up.
No cap. Make your dream your reality. If you're dreaming big, you've got goals to meet. Don't let anything stop you from meeting your goals. If you want that house, that car, that new job, that 6-figure salary, go for it. The sky's the limit. Don't let no enemy, no bad spirits hold you down for what God has for you. What God has for you is for you.
Amen. What you got for us, Rain?
No.
You really gonna make Ray on that?
No. I promise you. You will regret if you let me go right out. I promise you.
Ray about to hit, first of all, he ain't been on podcasts in a while.
Duranda had time to marinate.
Say the best for last.
Duranda had time to marinate.
No, first of all, you can look at me like you did earlier, then you want me. No, go. Go there. Go.
Anyways, my no cap is shut up. My no cap, no one owes you anything. And I'm not talking like you having like a deal with someone or anything like that. But
can y'all let this man say his new cap? Damn. I got you, bro.
I hate you. Oh my god, y'all stupid. No one owes you anything. A lot of y'all feel like y'all are entitled to other people's success. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what make y'all think that y'all can tell other people what the fuck that they can do with their money, especially when you don't even have the funds to do what you're telling them to do, and you haven't even did the shit yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that. I never got that shit.
Never got it?
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of y'all babies, like, baby spoon. Like, that's why I feel like
silver spoon
and
that's
shit.
It. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm looking for. Thank you. I appreciate you.
I still can't stand
I understand. I think we had that relationship. He hurt like a motherfucker. He be alright.
I'm about to light into this one.
Look, he alright though. But yeah, like, y'all are not entitled to other people's success. Like, and honestly, people don't have to do anything for us, but they do just off of who they are, and they want to be able to help people. But people ain't obligated to do shit for us. So no one owes you anything. So just keep that. What you got for us, Rain?
What's up, bro?
First of all, giving honor to God, who's the head of my life.
Amen.
We're about to go to hell.
See what you not gonna do?
I'm going to glory.
Okay, listen. You know, I haven't been here in a while. But my no cap is not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clear a path.
Don't look at me.
Feel
Look at him.
Listen. Hey, look. Think about it though. You know, what do tornadoes do? They destroy, but they also leave a path. Now it's up to you whether you take that path or not. You know, like this path I'm gonna take to like just light in the derrick later on. It is what it is. The hurricane came through and cleared my motherfucking path. All right, you know, God bless you. Praise the Lord. I'm going.
Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor. Then he preached.
Neighbor, Rain ain't gonna do shit. But any day, we're gonna close that off. This episode. This is right.
And I'm gonna whoop Derek ass.
So with that, we come to the conclusion of this episode of Unfiltered Brothers. Make sure y'all follow us on all our social media. You can see the link at the bottom of this video, and you can see it in the description. But if you do listen to us on like Apple Podcasts, though, leave a rating and leave a review under that. You know, let us know, give y'all feedback, and just make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel. But with that, y'all stay blessed, y'all stay safe, and we out here.
Peace.